Okay, it's Gambit time. Playing Mr. Nine Rana. Let's play E5. What Gambit to play? Could play Stafford. I mean, it could be actually a bit difficult if White doesn't play what I want him to play. Let's start with this. Bishop C4. What Gambit can I play against Italian? I'll play, I'll play Knight f6, hoping for Knight G5. Then I'll play a Traxler. Yeah, Bishop C5. Oops, I hung an F7 pawn. Please take it. I'll admit, though, that I haven't really seriously studied the Traxler. But I would doubt my opponent is, so booked up. I don't even know if I've played the Traxler, ever. No people have requested it. There are two moves here, Knight takes F7 and Bishop takes F7. And I don't even know what the theoretical standing is. Knight takes F7 is refuted, or I think practically it's very dangerous. Because if Bishop takes, I assume Bishop takes F2. So I'm gave away this pawn, probably the rook and the bishop. But the idea is soon I'll have knight takes e4 and the queen will come in. I mean, White could play king f1. Oh, I remember some line, just vaguely, like king f1 here, and then d5 takes bishop g4. So I have to play queen e7, no other move. Really have to check the theory after this game. Hello to people, get profits. Randy Can, or Raddy Canned, Jasweeb. Okay, d5 is probably the move. I'm trying to figure out what to do after d5 takes bishop g4, bishop e2. Seems pretty forcing. Bishop e2. I'm sure this is like a main line or something. Do I have some other options? Bishop e2, because my bishop's still hanging and that's not so comfortable. I don't want to trade prematurely. I could just move my bishop back, but that doesn't seem right. Maybe I can play d5 takes knight d4, threatening bishop g4. If king takes, I mean, this looks kind of fun. Let's start with d5, and I'll decide. I mean, I'm accelerating development, getting some initiative. I'm going to avoid looking at the chat, just in case people, some people might know the main line, and I don't want to have unfair assistance. So I'll look at the chat after this game. I mean, White has options. If White takes with the bishop, though, I trap the queen, which is nice. I'm expecting this. If bishop retreats, I probably just take on... I guess it depends where the bishop retreats to. If it moves here, I have bishop g4. Bishop e2, I take. And also, I'll win the knight at some point, probably. So if I'll only be down the exchange, I'll have some attack. It should be fun. Okay, so this is, I think, critical moment. Calculating a weird line. Bishop g4. Bishop e2, knight d4, takes. Then queen f6. The problem is, oh, he doesn't have queen e6. As my knight controls e6. I'm giving up a lot of material there. But the king is almost getting mated. Oh man. Yeah, it would be so much easier if I just had studied this a little bit before playing it. Bishop g4, bishop e2, knight d4. So I'm sacking a piece on g4. Takes, takes, takes. Queen f6. Don't think there's any counterplay. I'm controlling f3, so I'm guaranteed to discover check. The question is, can white defend? I mean, there's g3. G3 could be an issue. G3, bishop takes G3, king G2, queen here, king here. Kind of run out of fuel in that line. So bishop here, 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 takes. Takes. G3. I mean... yeah, the king has an escape route. I could try and win back material, but I want to mate. So what about knight d4 immediately? Maybe knight d4 immediately. Gives white more options. If I play bishop g4, I just force him into playing the best moves. Really want to make this line work, though. I'm not seeing it. There's also bishop here. Probably not good. Because my knight's attacked. Okay, let's play... so hesitant. Bishop g4, bishop e2. Bishop g4, bishop e2. What are my options? Takes? Nah. Okay, let's play knight d4. It's so unusual. My bishop's still hanging. I'm assuming that this line should be fine for me. And bishop g4 is now a monster threat. Just add blue. So I'm not looking... I'm trying to avoid the chat. Because it's very possible people have studied this variation. But afterwards I'll look at the theory. I'll learn something. h3. h3 looks very weakening. It stops this, but it weakens g3. So I have knight g4. Or knight e4. There's also queen c5 possibilities. Problem with knight e4, I don't think I'm threatening this because it takes. But maybe I'm threatening like queen f6. So knight e4 here, queen f6. The funny thing is I'm struggling here, but I might be like 3 or 4 moves away from just winning. I think I'll play knight e4. Knights are powerful. This crazy position. I usually avoid these positions. This is not my style of chess. I like to be controlled and positional, not wild like this. But okay, I'm having some fun, despite the stress. Queen f6 is a threat. Queen f6, knight g3, it's just mate. And the key line, I think d3, just queen f6 takes bishop g3, king g1, mate. So I'm not sure what white will do. I mean, the knights are doing some work. There's queen h5. But that only, like, gives me a target to attack, because then I'll have knight g3 as a threat. It's a sub. Everyone Rocks 23. It's a very nice name. Thanks, Everyone Rocks. Yeah, I think h3 may have been a key mistake. I was more scared of knight c3. Idea like bishop e2 or knight e2. But now I'm feeling good. Maybe I'll look at the chat now. Just Dad Blue, what's up? Tipsy Tun says romantic chess. Yeah, for those who don't know, romantic chess is kind of the style where you sack everything and then eventually you mate. It's very romantic. Had some games yesterday in Arena Kings playing the same style. Played some Halloween Gambits. And it's outside of my comfort zone, so this is this is a learning experience for me. Evans Gambit. I still have my list of Gambits. Here's my list. I copied it to a Google Doc. Evans Gambit should be here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So I guess I'll add on to the list. I'll make note of which Gambits I've played, which ones to knock off the bucket list. Still need to play a Benko Gambit, as well as a Botez Gambit. And Taimanov, yes. I might be allergic to checkmating. Because mate is coming. Queen f6. I don't think c3 accomplishes much. I'm happy to sack another piece. Thanks for blessing me. Yeah, I think white's just dead lost now. The Falkbeer counter gambit I played a couple days ago. That was the first game in my gambit stream. Is Queen's Gambit declined Baffinite considered a gambit? I guess. But who's sacking a pawn? Yeah, black sacking a pawn. I guess so. London is not a gambit. But there might be variations within the London where you sack stuff. Yeah, mate is pretty unstoppable. Like, white could probably delay it with queen f3 or some random checks, but they don't really lead to much. Karpov's Butler.
Eric, if white plays 1, sf3, can you play the Oberndorfer Gambit? Blacks plays 1, g5, good luck and don't complain about your position. 4-leaf clover face with tears of joy.
Well, thank you, Karpov's Butler. I think you mean knight f3. Maybe sf3 is a different language. I actually have that on my list. I didn't know that had a name, but knight f3 g5. What is this called? The Oberndorfer Gambit. Okay. g5 or g4. Okay. Where's my mate? I think it's made in 2 or 3. Bishop e3. It's still great. I have 3 minor pieces in white's territory on move 11. About to be 4 pieces. Mate unstoppable. I mean, after a game like this, having not really known anything in the Traxler, I'm inspired to play this in more games. As I feel like most players at least below the rating of like 2000 probably won't know that much. And there's just so much opportunity to win in like less than 15 moves. Vitamin
Greetings from
D.
southern Mexico.
Southern Mexico. Forgot there's a southern part of Mexico. Thanks, vitamin D. 4C. Alright, GG. Let's look at the theory real quick. So starting with bishop c5. First of all, Stockfish, like the depth here, I don't think is like actually strong enough. And as far as I know, bishop takes f7 I think is a better move. But yeah, this also, the evaluation doesn't reflect the nature of the position. So if I go to, I mean, this has been played in Masters play. Takes king f1, yeah, queen e7, d5. Oh, so I was playing the most popular line, knight d4. So I was scared of knight c3, which has never been played. White usually plays d6. Oh wow, and doesn't lose in Masters play. King takes f2. Wait, what happens after knight c3? Bishop g4, bishop e2. Oh wow. Ooh, queen f8. Sneaky. Very sneaky. And white's kind of just stuck. That's very nice. And then, okay, after king takes f2, I mean, this is crazy line. Knight g4. Oh, knight g4. Queen c5
Subway
coming.
100 bonus 10.
King e1. Thank you, Dirac, Bispinor. Rook f1, queen h4. Okay, that looks fun. And then if d6, white's just winning. The computer is very materialistic. Let's look on Lee Chess. There should be more games. Go with queen takes d6. Knight f7. Queen c5. It's still very complicated. Like even, okay, now computer is shifting its evaluation. Goes to show. Can't always trust initial evaluation. Someday I'll dig into this more deeply, but for now, let's go back. Let's play some more Gambits. So I played the Traxler. Traxler. I'm gonna bold all the Gambits I play, just to keep track. Top 100. The tournament started about half hour ago, but I joined a little bit late. Let's play d4. I played e4 in my last stream a lot. I'll play a Queen's Gambit, the most safe and solid and reputable Gambit that there is. We have a Queen's Gambit declined. That's fine with me. Oh, maybe I can play a Marshall Gambit. Yeah, we're going to have a Gambit turning into another Gambit. Bishop e4 coming. So I'm Gambiting a pawn. And I'm going to forget exactly what to do. Do I take on... Or do I play knight e2? I know both moves are playable. Probably doesn't matter what I play. I mean, bishop e2 looks logical. Knight e2. I mean, I'll sack another pawn, following the spirit of of playing Gambits. I know there's some crazy move like knight a6 and then bishop f8 at some point. Queen takes g2. Wow. I don't think this is actually considered good, if I remember correctly. Remember studying this from Black's perspective. Also, queen d6 is maybe coming. Can I play queen d6 now? Wait, queen d6, how does Black defend? I'm threatening this. Oh, that's nice. Queen d6, here, here. I castle queenside, or just rook d1. King c7, queen d8 mates. I guess there's knight d7. Knight d7 defense. So the question is, do I play queen d6 first or bishop f3 first? Probably bishop f3. Just to see where the queen goes. Queen g5. Okay, so I'm down 2 pawns, but I have lots of development. I have the dark square bishop. White's dark squares are weak, or black's dark squares are weak. I think I'll play knight e2 here. Looks very natural. Preparing rook g1, hitting the queen with tempo, protecting my king. Imagining some line like knight a6, rook g1, queen e5, bishop f8. King takes f8, then queen d8 mate. Otherwise g7 is a target. It's an interesting position. Good evening to Thomas Thrainson, Zardine. I don't think I said hello to too many people. I started the stream and then just got wrapped up in the games. Yeah, opponent was moving very quickly in the opening, but now it's slowing down. Not so easy to like fully develop. This bishop's kind of sad. Hello to Chalky 89. And Soaking YggdrasiI, welcome back. I'm not taking challenges, at least right now, because I'm playing the daily Rapid Arena. I'll share the link in the chat, though. I might be back later tonight to do some viewer challenges. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Knight d7. Makes sense. So rook g1 looks enticing. Queen d6 also looks enticing. Thinking rook g1, queen f5. And the queen is just going to be a target. Queen f6. Okay, can I play this and just win the rook? And give away the bishop? I mean, that's probably best. But there might be counterplay. Ooh. Oh, this is tricky. Bishop c3 takes. Takes. Some knight c5 move. But no, this can't work. Knight c5 I take, knight d3, king d2. I'm threatening this. Let's play bishop here. Oh, there's e5. Oh, e5 defends. Forgot about e5. Maybe e5, knight g3. Looks fun. Let's do it. Bits from Kenny Kunlao.
Subway 100 bonus 10 play the Botez Gambit.
Or that's KC Kenny Lau. Botez Gambit will come unintentionally when we least expect it. And against someone much lower rated than my opponent. But okay, I've played 2 Gambits this game. I've played the Queen's Gambit and the Marshall Gambit. Halloween Gambit I played twice yesterday in Arena Kings. Scored 2 out of 2 against reasonably high rated players. So yeah, after e5, which I think is expected. I mean, knight e5 maybe is also a move. Knight e5 looks awkward though for black. Wow, so black's going for this line. Gambiting back some material. So this knight will come in. So f2 can be defended with this move. Also, I have like attacking ideas, rook g8, if the knight comes to e4. Yeah, this is looking very nice. You have to explain what the fried spaghetti gambit is. There might be a fried liver, and there's a fried liver variation. The fried spaghetti sounds questionable. I do have my my gambit list. Ooh. Okay, so the knights are kind of coming into play. Can I just take? Oh, there's such a nice line. Look at this line. Takes. If queen takes, it's mate in 2. Rook g8, king e7, queen d8 mate. So takes, knight d3 expected, then I just take. I sack a queen. It's a Botez gambit, and then I win the queen back with the rook maneuvering all the way around the board. It's like a normal rook lift and then a reverse rook lift. Let's do this. Okay, Botez gambit coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bad timing. It'll come eventually, unless queen takes f6 is played. Then I just mate. So disappointed. Just to show what could have happened. Okay, I'm not so disappointed. I was overall a nice game. Analysis board. I was expecting knight d3. Knight d3 takes, and then my rook wins a queen. Here, takes. Okay. Yeah, overall, I'm just curious, what's more popular? Bishop e2. I think queen takes g2 is questionable. Yeah, knight a6 is a main move. Knight a6 is a bishop f8? Bishop f8's playable. Maybe the other line. Knight e2. Knight a6. And bishop f8's the main move here. Yeah, it's very unusual if you've never seen this before. But like g7's weak and the king can't take the bishop because of mate. And if queen g6, then the queen can come in crazy position. Rook d1. Yeah, it's a fun gambit. I didn't even have that on my list. Or did I? Oh, I did. The Marshall Gambits. Marshall Gambit for black. Marshall Gambit for white. So I played this, and I played Queen's Gambit. Alright, let's move on. Back to tournaments. Some fun games so far. No game lasting more than 20 moves. Black in this game. Do you have a favorite gambit? Probably the Stafford Gambit. D4. Oh, people were suggesting a Benko. I'll try and play a Benko. Benko is not really something I've studied so much. I have had a few students who've played it. Okay, this might be hard to actually achieve a Benko. Can I play a Benko against this? Or I just have to wait until white plays d5. Okay, I'll wait until white plays d5. I'm also gambiting this pawn if white wants to take it. Well, I'm kind of disappointed that white isn't doing what I want white to do. Yeah, the Benko Gambit is not related to a bento box. I think the two are slightly different. Okay, I'm really trying to induce d5. Or induce this. Hey, d5. So I think the knight should go back or should go to a5. Maybe just go back. I'll lose a tempo, but I induce d5. I can redevelop someday to d7. So this is some weird Benoni of some sorts. Like a Benoni, but I lost a couple tempi. Okay, b5 time. Delayed Benko. I mean, I'm sure there's gambits emerging from every opening where you just, like, at any point you can sack material for compensation. And the dragon specifically, can't think of any. There's some line where black sacks exchange on f8. Oh, fried spaghetti is a made-up gambit. Is England Gambit on the list? England Gambit is on the list. It's right here. e5. Not accepting the free pawn. Alright, this looks ugly, but I'll try and make it work. I only have one piece beyond the 8th rank. But it's not that bad. I don't have... Or do I have weaknesses? I might be losing a pawn. But that's part of the opening plan. If takes, my knight comes to life. If e6, then maybe I just win a pawn. So knight takes b5. So we could just be trading here. I could take here. If d6, I just take. Okay, so I don't think I'll be losing any material. Bishop h8, Fisher random. Except it's not true Fisher random because the king has to be between the rooks for castling to work. Yeah, this cluster of pawns could be strong later. Like e4, f5, h6, g5. So d6 I had considered. I didn't think it was an issue though, because I can take. Now white's gambiting, trying to give me a taste of my own medicine. So if I take, there's this pin. Oh, maybe white just takes, and then bishop e7 in the end. If that happens, I might play e4, just try and make things complicated. If takes, queen d5 is a move to try and trap the rook, but I have bishop b7. Also have f6 here. Oh, let's take with knights. This should be okay. I feel like people are now just making up gambits in the chat. The fruit snack gambits, never heard of. Or is that when you give someone fruit snacks? You make their day. Fruit snacks are nice. I don't have any with me right now. Only have tea. f6, bam. Yeah. f6 was a backup option, but f6 is very detrimental to the bishop. And I think e4 is going to be a very powerful idea. Even more powerful than f6. Yeah, so this was expected. And now my intention was to play e4. I can calculate, like e4 takes. If I take this way, I lose the exchange. But after e4 takes, I would like to take on b2. The rook is hit. If rook b1, I play bishop c3. Let's do it. And thanks for the sub, Tuner. With a, or Tuner with a 2-month streak. Appreciate that. Yeah, taking on g2 doesn't really fix things, I don't think. But after takes. What's going on? I think it's actually winning material for me. Unless I'm mistaken. Takes. So I'm temporarily down a rook. But 2 pieces are hanging. Or no, three things are hanging, and I just want a pawn. If rook b1, then I play this. Oh, but then there's knight d2. But that's okay. I'll win at least 1 minor piece back. I might be down the exchange. But down the exchange for 2 pawns. So it's an interesting imbalance. If the rook moves somewhere else, I'd take... Oh, I can't take on f3 because my rook hangs on a8. So almost certainly I'll take the bishop next. Yeah, there's also the possibility I could just give away this rook. Like there's maybe castling, but that doesn't appear to be great. Maybe it's just trading. There's also this move. And then I take the rook. The knight's still attacked. It's complicated. I like the fact my opponent's thinking. Every game so far has been crazy. Like some very extreme imbalances from very early on. Karmar, welcome back. I will be right back. I need a tissue. But first, let's take the rook. Yeah. King d2. I can't really take because then my rook gets trapped. I could play this move. Look at this move, bishop z4. I hit f2. If knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, I just have immaculate pawns in the center. It feels weird to like willingly give away the bishop pair, but I defend c5. More bits.
Subway 100 bonus 10 play the Omega Isis Gambit Eric 1. D4 F5 2. And F3 E5.
It's impressive how it says notation. So that's f5. I don't know if I understand that. That seems very dubious. So that's a gambit for black. Seems very dubious. I'll keep that in mind though. Let's develop a knight. Yeah, the pawns are... I mean, I might have just a nice pawn chain. I'll win connect 5. It's hard for white to attack anything. Like, this pawn's not defended, but it's hard to attack. Okay, f3. That's attacking it. I could play e3. King d3, and then that's mate. Bishop f5 mate. Actually, this is looking very nice. King has to move back, and then I play this, hit the rook. Rook moves somewhere. D3. Let's do it. Oh wait, let's start with this. Almost played bishop f5 first. Please play king d3. Wow. Look at that. Look at that mate. That's such a nice mate. Just minor pieces and pawns doing work. Doing work. Wow, what a game. 22 moves. Still a miniature. What a mate. That's very thumbnail worthy. People on YouTube watching in the future, hope you enjoyed that. Leave a comment, smash the like button. Back to tournament. I don't even know what that was. I was like a attempted Benko Gambit. Benoni sort of structure. Okay, and thank you, XRed. XRed's tag, I assume that stands for Germany. Thanks for subbing. 34th place. I'm not intending to try and win the tournament. I do have to go before the tournament ends, but I'll try and get in a couple more games. So here's my master list. I mean, I guess I can highlight Benko. It was an attempted Benko. Still have a lot more to attempt. If I'm white next game, I'll play e4. Let's play e4. Or do I play d4? Let's play e4. Let's see what he does. What's a Duras Gambit? I feel like I've heard of that before. Also, what's a Gambit against a Pirtz? Oh, I have an idea. There's a line where I play g4. Let's start with knight f3. Mental King, thanks for subbing. Wait a minute. I need to play a Gambit. I play b4. b4. What is b4? I don't know any Gambits against this specific sort of setup. I'm trying to create something. Play d4. d4 is the most natural. Let's play d4. Maybe preparing b4. Yeah, e5. Oh, I have an idea. But my idea doesn't work. I just want to play a Gambit. Maybe some idea still with g4, perhaps. Maybe I'll start with bishop e2. This is going to be a slightly delayed Gambit. Also, yeah, what is a Duras Gambit? Oh, e4, f5. Maybe later, against a lower-rated opponent. I played the Colorado Gambit the other day. E4, knight c6, knight f3, f5. Does b4 work now? Oh, that would lose a d4 pawn. I mean, I'm playing a good player, so I don't want to like sack anything that's just completely terrible. Let's play bishop e3. When the time is right, I'll sack something. I'm still looking to play b4. Like before takes, I have some file to work with. Dude, I like the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer. I've probably seen that movie like 15 to 20 times. It's a good movie. Alright, B4 time. It's an interesting idea. If black takes, I get immediate initiative. Probably win back the pawn. Sack the king. King d2 is very deep. Ooh. Let's stick with the pawn. I want to open up my flank files. And probably just leave the king in the center. I can still take the pawn. Doesn't want it. Ooh. Okay, let's put the rook here. C5. What is C5? I mean, I'm tempted now just to sack. Like queen e3, give away the pawn, knight d5. Not sure if that works. It's also queen d2. Maybe queen d2. Looks very questionable though. I could just take and trade some endgame. I do want to attack. I have some idea. I'm going to start with queen d2. I'm not going to play knight d5 because this trade is just good for black. So after it takes, I'm going to play knight d1 to e3 to f5 to g7 someday. Okay, so I looked at this. I assume e5. Knight has to move. And now the bishop can come to life, like bishop coming to d3. There's targets against the king side. If knight d7, I can maybe take the pawn. Alright, so I'm down a pawn. I have some attack. Not sure what black's considering. Probably just the 3 knight moves. I mean, f4 looks natural. Taking the pawn looks very playable. Let's take the pawn. Like soon my pieces will come to life. Black might try and trade queens, like move the knight somewhere. Oh, there's interesting move for black. Does that work? Oh, black has a... I think black could have maybe taken here. Idea bishop f6. But, okay, black played queen c7. Queen c7 attacks 2 pawns. c2 and e5. I care less about c2. So I'm thinking f4 here. Yeah, I really don't care about c2. If queen takes c2, I can play bishop d3. Or maybe I can just take the knight. Queen g2 is a move. Bishop d3 also a move. There's so many moves. I don't think this is a move because queen c3. Yeah, black's getting counterplay. I'm getting low on time. I might just play queen c4. Just simplify a little bit. Let's do it. It's equal material, but still a bit imbalanced, just in terms of position. And even if we trade queens, I'll still have potential to attack. I have the bishop, the rook. Wow, queen a5. King f1 is probably a safe move. Just getting out of danger. I'm probably happy that black didn't trade queens, because now there's still a lot more attacking potential. I just need 2 moves, which black is not giving me. Let's play queen e4. Queen d5 probably coming. Queen d5, I have this move. Nicola, welcome back. You're joining at an intense moment. I'm low on time, playing a good player. I've been playing some slightly dubious chess this game, but it's kind of working out. But for the next, pretty much for the rest of the game, I have to stay more focused and not look too much at the chat. I'm in 36th place in the tournament. Queen c5. Okay, so knight e3. Oh, there's a nice line. Let's play knight e3. If, oh, does it work? I think it works. If rook d4, I take on g7. King takes g7, queen takes d4, takes, and then this. The same thing with queen d4, I just take on g7. Queen c3, attacking the rook. Maybe rook e1. I want to play rook g3 soon. Maybe even lift over. Ooh. Okay. I think this works. I think it just wins a pawn, but it's a valuable pawn. This is nice. Oh, I can play knight f5 immediately. Yeah, why not? Let's see where the king goes. Maybe I'll take with knight to prepare bishop d3. Oh, but then there's queen h3 check. Wait, I have to be careful. Am I losing? No, I'm not losing. I have this move. Queen h3 kind of comes out of nowhere. But thankfully I'm not getting mated, I don't think. Man, it's close though. Have to be very careful. Sometimes this happens. You get so excited about some tactic, you forget about opponents' like follow-ups. Thankfully, my queen controls g2, which could have been black's mating square. But okay, my threat's bishop d3. Not too much for black to do. Getting better on time. There's this move knight c4, try and access d2, but at the very least I can just take it. Free move bishop d3 would be a very dangerous free move. I mean, I think queen h3 is expected, but so we'll see what black does. Rook g8. Rook g8, then bishop d3. Okay. Yeah, we're both trying to attack on the same side. But really, black only has a queen and rook to attack with. I have all my pieces to defend with. Probably just want to play rook g1 next. Interesting move. Rook g1. Yeah, at this point it's just a matter of simplifying. Has my rating gone down 100 points or so? Yes. In rapid chess. If I lose to like a low rated player, it goes down a lot. I had like a few bad losses. Maybe like a month or two ago. So not super recently. Apple Chess requesting e4, knight c6, d4, f5. Is that playable? Maybe that's also playable. Is that also the Colorado Gambit? But yeah, I'm not super attached to my my rapid rating. It's just a number that reflects how good I am. But it's more about the quality of the games than anything else. So I think the opponent will flag. I mean, okay, the game is either going to end by flagging, resignation, or checkmate. Hopefully I'm not the one getting mated. Ooh, I play bishop d3 now. Bishop d3. Wait, queen takes queen g4. Okay, let's go for let's go for this and then knight f5. Threatening force mate. Or maybe not force mate, because he has bishop f8. Oh, but threatening to chase a king to e8? Oh, now it's force mate. If the bishop locked on f8, I'd have bishop b5, queen takes, and knight here, forking in the end. But also black is flagging. Okay. Yeah, just to show, like, the final tactical possibility. If black does nothing, then this is a nice line. Bishop b5 takes here. Bishop's pinned. Okay, interesting game. Yeah, I kind of had to create a gambit there with b4. And then queen d2 I think was interesting. To just, yeah, just give away the pawn. It's weird because I moved backwards twice. But it was all with like reasonable intention. All about getting the knight to f5 or just e3. Rook takes g7 was nice. Okay, one more game. 23rd place. How long did it take you to reach 2,000 rating? I started playing chess. My first tournament was when I was 8 years old. I hit 2,000 when I was, I think, 13 years old. 12 or 13. Okay, let's play e4 again. c5. Do I play a Morra? What else can I play? Gambits against Sicilian. Could play wing gambit. Let's play a Morra. Have some fun. Inspired by Esserman. Oh, this is a line I play as black. So now I have to remember my prep. I know white castle's here. Castling knight f6. I think knight b5 in this position. Have to remember my game against Esserman. Because Esserman was like so booked up. I think it's e5 here. White sacks another pawn. Knight g4. Knight g4 I think is the best move. And then... Is it... I think it's knight d6 here. Have to remember. There's also bishop f4. Maybe bishop f4. No, it has to be bishop f4. Bishop f4, a6. And then we trade. Yeah, bishop f4. I remember some line... And this is a one line I actually know kind of deeply. Just have to remember it. I've studied this very extensively from black. Knight d6 looks nasty, but when I wind up with a pawn on d6, it's kind of just stuck. And it still takes effort to break through. But as far as I know, this is supposed to be good for white, especially this move. But why? I don't think I messed up. Or did I mess up? Knight takes e5. Was I supposed to play knight d6? Maybe I was. But no, this looks so nice for white. Takes, queen d4, d6. Maybe just like rook d1. Should just start with this. Oh, there's also rook e1 immediately. Also queen h5 possibilities. There's a decent amount to consider here. So takes, queen h5, d6 is forced. I can even take, like rook c1. Bishop somewhere, bishop e7. And then like taking here. Or even knight c7 takes here. Okay, let's start by taking. This is pretty forced, like queen h5. And queen e2 also possible. But that allows f6. So queen h5 prevents f6, forces d6. Knight f3, I just take it. So the line is takes, and then rook c1, threatening knight c7, and bishop b5. I'm not sure how black defends. Maybe bishop d6. Bishop d6, I take, queen takes, rook d1. It looks nice. I have all my pieces. Black's not developed. The queen's a target. Let's go for this. Spent a lot of time there trying to figure out this line. Hopefully it's worth it. John knows G.
Arrows everywhere.
Arrows are abundant. Okay, so takes. Oh, there's bishop c5. Bishop c5. I mean, maybe just b4. There's also bishop d7. This is still tricky. I could play rook c1 first, actually. Keep some tension. Still threatening knight c7. Then there's knight c6. Okay, let's take. Trust my first instinct. I'm down 2 pawns, but okay, all my pieces will be active. All the black's pieces still on the back rank. And I have a threat. Yeah, again, it looks like some weird... Actually, not so much like Fisher Random. Only the queen is misplaced. Oh, I'm realizing there's some idea. Bishop here, maybe I could still play this. Takes, and then this, because I'm threatening f7. So bishop d7, here, queen d6. Takes, king d8, rook d1. Should be lights out. Queen e7, I take on d7. So g6. And g6 is a move. So there's moves to consider here. There's queen f3 here, maybe even going for dark squares. These moves probably just bishop e7. So queen f3. And queen f3 has the idea of queen f6. Trying to calculate bishop h6. Knight c7. King f8. And I take. This should be good. And yeah, the threat of queen f6. This has to be winning somehow for white. Have to dedicate this game to Mark Esserman. Whoa, Mark Esserman in the chat. Mark Esserman. I was like, I wasn't looking at the chat, and then I realized it's Why So Serious. Let me give a shout out. There's 7 Ys, right? I'll just copy paste. Esserman says this looks familiar. Must be Siberian. Not sure what that means. Not familiar with names. But this came from the line that I played against Mark after knight g4. I forgot whether to play knight d6 first or bishop f4 first. I think it's bishop f4. Because I remember some line where a6 here takes b5 premature, bishop d5. Wait, bishop e6 wins. Oh wait, it's my move. Okay, bishop d6. Have to go back and see what the professional preparation is. Rook d1 just looks crushing. Bishop e6? Didn't even consider bishop e6. Oh, that's so nasty. But how does that work? Pawn takes? Oh, probably just rook c1? If bishop e6 works, that's so great. But I'm happy with this line too. Marcus Welby, thanks for subbing. Man, there's so much pressure playing the Smith Morra with Esserman watching to live up to his greatness. But okay, I think black is just losing here. The bishop moves to some safe square, then knight c7 happens. Otherwise, I just win the bishop. Yeah, this is an attempt. Still actually takes some work. Do I take on e6? Knight takes e6. Or do I just take the rook? Play bishop takes e6 as well. Calculating bishop takes e6. Takes. King g8, rook d7. Bishop's pinned to the f pawn, so queen e8. Then I take. Bishop's hit again. Let's do that. I might even have a situation where I have a queen and 2 rooks. Actually, that might be the final move, rook c7. I'll have a triple battery on the 7th rank, I think. This king e8 could be a move, but then I go back, at the very least. So king g8, rook d7, queen e8 only moves to defend the bishop. I guess there's pawn takes. Pawn takes. It can't be good for black. It's going to be 7 heaven. Looking at takes, queen f8. But then still takes, followed by rook c7. Queen e8 now takes. If rook b8, I take on e7. If the bishop moves anywhere, then this. Oh, does that work though? Takes. Maybe I should save the knight first. Yeah, I was just imagining that this is devastating. But after pawn takes, I guess I thought rook g7. Oh, rook g7 takes. Takes. I don't think it's winning. It's probably losing. I mean, this is still probably working somehow. Maybe queen f6. But it's scary. I don't like giving away material. I think I'll just save the knight. But where does the knight move? Probably here. Yeah, the knight will be valuable. Play knight e4 now. Okay, now threatening the triple battery. Knight is safe. Applying pressure. Should be reasonable. Knight c7 would have lost the rook and then allowed the pin. So if I just take... Oh, black is putting up resistance. Rook d8's a good move. Gotta watch for time too. Just win a pawn, I guess. This is not the finish I was imagining to this game. I thought there was going to be some brutal checkmates, but now it's just an endgame. I'm up a pawn. There's some comp for black. Maybe king g7, queen e3. Wow, what is this move? Let's play rook f1. Some g4 ideas. Yeah, we're gonna have some endgame. Rook in 4 versus rook in 4. But I have my rook behind the passed pawn. I think this is very important. And now my king should come in first. To b4. Let's play g3. Safety measures. Now e4, and then I'll lock the king in. "15 seconds. What a finish. f5. Black wins connect 4. Let's take... Ooh, black's making a pass pawn. Wait, this is still complicated. Oh dear. Okay, I have to try and survive this. Ooh. Oh man. That's what the game came down to. Look at that move. What was that move? Rook d2. Still theory. I feel dirty. To wash my hands. Take a bath. Yeah, I wonder if I missed some easy... I think someone had mentioned I missed... This rook takes f7. Does this work? This probably works. Takes, and then this. Yeah, this looks crushing. Just tactics. Knight e4. Missed opportunity. But Esserman. Hey, Nicola. The Botez way. I don't think I sacked a queen. We did trade queens. Esserman was saying bishop takes e6. It's so nice. Wow. What a move. As if takes on this. And if takes, I assume rook c1. Just didn't come to mind. I mean, this is still very nice. +9. Oh, rook c7. Yeah, no reason to take the b pawn. Yeah. And then, okay, white was still better, but it wasn't easy. I got so long on time. Well, I think that was a fun way to end things. Yeah, some very interesting games this stream. This will probably go on YouTube. Shout out to future YouTube viewers. Leave a comment, leave your questions, leave your suggestions below. For the Twitch audience, I also have to take off. Maybe I'll be back later. Stay tuned. Be sure to hit the follow button. You can get notified when I go live. And yeah, thanks everyone. Nilesy saying Grob. Someday. But the Grob isn't a Gambit. But maybe I'll have a Grob stream at some point. Okay, what to do? Let us send a raid to the one and only. There's actually a Gambit named after this person who I'm about to raid. Alexandra Botez. She is streaming Blitz and Analysis. Okay, thanks again everyone. Appreciate the viewership. I'll see you guys in the future. Goodbye.